situational beverages for situational situations. So here's what started this.
SB, situational beverages.
That's really your topic?
Yeah.
Situational beverages.
I was going to say that
For
wasn't.
situational situations.
SBSS.
Yeah. So what got me thinking?
What was it? Something other than that. That's
Probably hot chocolate while sledding and listening to show tunes.
That's exactly where the topic's going. So I was thinking about, because I told you tonight, I was like, cold night, feel like having a little coffee. So a lot of people, you're a big morning coffee drinker,
hell yeah.
as well as I. If I can sit on the porch and drink coffee, that's the beverage for the situation that's ongoing.
Yeah.
So it's not always alcohol. We don't
Right.
You don't drink wine all the time. He doesn't drink beer all the time. So I was just kind of wondering. I guess you do drink beer all the time. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. But I was just wondering, like, what's a favorite of, in the situation with the right beverage? It's just a happy moment.
I went deer hunting Sunday morning in the snow, and it was probably 9:30, 10 o'clock. I got a text from the warden. I said, she said, hey, the kids want to go to Waterworks and sled. And I said, okay, I'm getting ready to walk out. No big deal. I'll be there shortly. Well, I decided to make one more lap through the thicket, and and I keep my phone in my chest pocket of my jacket, and I feel the buzz, and I look at it, and it said, never mind, it's hot chocolate time. They're inside warming up. No rush. And that's 100%. Like, it comes one and one. Like, if they're going to sled, they're going to drink hot chocolate. Like, it's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
It's just part of it. For me, even as a kid growing up, it was always a thing where, for me, I am a early coffee drinker as well.
Sure.
But like tonight, same thing. I drank a cup of coffee at the ball game tonight because I was tired and it was colder. It's colder than shit, and it just sounded good.
Yeah, that's what got me onto this.
Sure.
Because not every, sometimes there's that, you get done cutting the grass, warm day, you have that first beer while you're sitting there on the porch. First beer post mowing if you're Dave. But you're just it's just a zen moment where you're like, this feels good.
Late spring, when it first starts getting warm, like you're past needing to keep like a long sleeve in the vehicle.
Yeah.
The sunny day, and you can make like a batch of sun tea, like sweet tea out, on the deck or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's what
my grandparents on the Sissel side, they made a lot of sun tea.
I grew up with it. That's all I ever drink at home.
I don't know if I've ever made a batch.
Now we down in Abington, Abington's on a hill. Well, maybe it's at the bottom of a hill, I guess, depending on where you're looking at the lines. But at the bottom of the hill was the Abington General Store, and old Linda Paddock ran that.
Oh, Linda.
And you'd go down there and you'd sled down the hill all day, and she'd make about 2 trips out of the store, big batches, and she'd bring out hot chocolate to everybody. Didn't have to pay for it. She just brought it out for all the kids. I mean, people come
that's
from
cool.
like lots of different, like that's just where he came to sled. And she'd come out with a little styrofoam cups of hot chocolate with marshmallows in it, and you'd sit down there and have your hot chocolate and warm your hands for a minute.
That's cool.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That is neat. I think a lot of times coffee is probably that situational beverage for the situation. I'm cooking breakfast on the Blackstone, just Monty and I out there. It's a nice morning, just cooking. Like, coffee is a very much and I'm not a big fancy coffee guy.
Well, I like Folgers.
Little Folgers.
Black.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about our coffee preferences.
Yeah.
But
cigarettes. Coffee and
John Williams.
Coffee and cigarettes.
Coffee black.
That was like always a thing for my dad or my grandpa or, a lot of folks. Like, it was always like, that was like the number one thing. Was,
morning coffee and a cigarette.
That's right.
Get you going.
And then immediately take a shit. Like, that was
my favorite breakfast drink, because I drink coffee. I don't eat breakfast a lot. I drink coffee every day.
Yeah.
I drink lots of coffee.
Me too.
Yeah.
But orange juice, like if I go somewhere for breakfast, I want a coffee and a water. And if I'm splurging,
little shot of the OJ.
Gives me heartburn.
I'll tell you what I like for
Can't handle
situational
it.
beverages.
Like one.
Our buddy, friend of the program, Paulie Nycom, he makes a delicious breakfast drink. So when we got some of these early morning golf things, he'll make breakfast drinks, and it's the start of the day.
What
it's
is
a good one. He makes it with vodka, coconut rum, Mountain Dew, splash of Mountain Dew for some bubbles, and then pineapple juice.
So diabetes.
Is it an infusion? That's like a big golf course drink. Like
The transfusion is our vodka, ginger ale, and grape juice.
Okay. Feels good.
It's hot.
Yeah.
I don't know. So obviously Super Bowl, that's beer.
Yeah.
Wintertime for me is much to the warden's dismay is I thoroughly enjoy the cocktails in the wintertime.
Now, it's funny. When
I don't drink whiskey in the summer.
Well, it's funny you say that because my roommate in law school, his family was great. They were up in Grand Rapids there, and his grandma would have like Labor Day was like the switching over of cocktail choice. Vodka, summertime. You start getting and up there, it gets cooler earlier. Obviously, it turns into whiskey pretty quick, and it's like some people, they're just vodka all the time or whiskey all the time.
Don't wear white after Labor Day.
Seasonal, very seasonal on that. So I don't know. I was kind of thinking about it, and I was like, I bet there's a lot of people that same boat where it's like,
In a little bit different vein, like I've been drinking a lot of soda pop lately, Diet Pepsi, just because I don't know why. But if I go to MacD's, we don't go very often, but if I'm traveling, I'll get a leaded Coca-Cola. Because I think Coca-Cola from MacD's is the best.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I've gotten into those Mexican Cokes.
Oh, with real sugar.
And I tell you what, I almost find that just as enjoyable as
They
I ever
sell
had.
them. They sell them
Sam's Club.
at More for Less as well, and they have like the labels are in Spanish.
Yeah. And if you look at the list of ingredients, it's about 10 shorter than what like a regular Coke is.
I'll be damned.
It's kind of interesting. But it's good. So that's what I had.